This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Now then, it's a little glimpse behind the curtain again today. I've done this sort of thing in the past where I've sort of shown you a little bit of the creative process that goes into making these videos, and I thought it was time to do another one basically. Today we're looking at a jam track that I put together. Basically, you know, whatever I'm doing on here, whether I'm demonstrating a guitar or doing some kind of lesson on this scale or that mode or whatever, there's usually a jam track involved, and I can't seem to remember that I've ever done a video about how I put a jam track together. So that is what we're talking about today. Coming up in a moment, you're going to see me basically explaining how I come up with two parts to the jam track, an A section and a B section, and then we'll hear what it all sounds like put together. Here we go.
The A section.
Right, I've got this basic little idea for a riff using A minor pentatonic. Goes like this. Yeah, I can do something with that, I think. Let's repeat it. Yeah, it needs something different on the second time. Go to a G. That's getting there. Yeah. Let's see if I can do something else with that G. Let's move it up from there up an octave. And yeah, let's try almost giving it like a Keith Richards kind of feel. Put that together with the first part. That's working. That works for me. Then maybe back to the first part again. Then it needs some sort of ending after that. That's going to work, but yeah. That's almost there, I think. I think it needs something different other than this F to G, but I like that progression. So let me just see if I can outline the F and the G chord. Yeah, that works. There's the F arpeggio there, and then drop that C down to a B onto the G. Oh, yeah. Then walk it chromatically back up so you get, and then back into it again. Let me see if I can put that together. Something like that, yeah. It's going to need just a little bit of tidying up, but I think that's pretty much there. That's going to be the riff of our jam track. Now we're going to think what comes next.
The B section.
Okay, then we need some kind of contrasting section to that riff that we've just been looking at, you know. That thing. So, basically, the first thing I'm thinking is, well, if I want to make something that contrasts with a riff-based segment, then let's not make it riff-based. Let's make it more sort of based on a chord sequence. That's the first thing that's springing to mind. Then you can be as dramatic as you want when you kind of want to do something that contrasts, big, distant key changes. And it occurred to me overnight, because we're now into the next day after the last segment of the video that you saw. It occurred to me that riff probably owes a little bit to a tune like Bad Love by Eric Clapton. And there's a big sort of contrasting key change as he comes out of the riff on that song. And obviously Layla as well, a riff and then a distant key change to go into the verse of the song. But the other thing is, I want this to be an accessible jam track to play over for me students, where they can concentrate on phrasing and just exploring the neck with a particular scale. Now, given that that riff is in A minor, then what's the counterpart to A minor? Well, it's C major, isn't it? That's the relative major. So let's do a chord sequence in the key of C major. And what I'm thinking of here, as I'm just as I'm thinking out loud as I'm talking, really, is let's go to C major. And let's do that sort of Satriani kind of thing where he will keep a constant bass note, in this case a C, and then hang different chords off the top of that. So I'm thinking I might go for something, again, sort of Satriani influenced, where we go for a Lydian mode sort of thing. Lydian mode, by the way, is just the key of G major, which has the chords of G, C, and D in it. And if I make those three chords gravitate towards the C chord, then that gives me the C Lydian mode. And the way I'm going to gravitate towards the C chord is by keeping a C note constant. So I'm thinking maybe a C chord. Then if I go up to a D, just play that triad there, but keep the bass note constant as a C. Like that. So we're getting... And then go to a G chord. Again, I'll just use like the open string triad there and keep a C note bass underneath it. Like that. Let me see if I can marry that up with the riff. Yeah, that kind of works. So then how do I get back into the riff again? Well, maybe a little bit of a modal interchange is called for here, where I go for, we're in C Lydian at the moment, with that little sequence there. Let's go to C Mixolydian, and I'm going to do like a descending bass line thing here, I think, where we'll go for a C chord, keep the C triad the same, but drop the bass note to a B flat, then to an A, and then just go into maybe a G chord for a couple of bars. So yeah, let me try that. That kind of gets us back into the riff nicely. One more. Oh, let me just try this actually. So, yeah, I like that. That G going up to an E over G sharp, like a first inversion E chord. That takes us nicely back into the riff. Yeah, I reckon I can do something with that. I've got, let's go through that sort of B section, if you want to call it that, the chord-based thing, it's going to sound a bit like this. Back into the riff, yeah. Might need to tidy it up a little bit, but I think that's pretty much there. So I guess the next thing you're going to see is, and hear, is what that all sounds like once I get some bass and drums and, you know, proper sort of production going on with it. And that's coming next. And you may have noticed that I reinforced parts of that tune with just the odd bit of power chord bubbling away underneath the riff in places, and put an acoustic guitar into the B section as well underneath those chords. Just these are the kind of decisions I make on the fly as I'm recording it. I don't tend to usually plan that sort of thing. I'll get the basic outline of it recorded, and then think, yeah, maybe it needs this or maybe it needs that, and then, you know, just kind of amend the piece accordingly. There is a full tab for the whole thing in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with the clip of me playing the jam track, the explanation there, and the MP3 of the jam track itself. All of that is up on my Patreon page. There's the address, and the link is in the description as always. It's only $3 or £2.50 a month, and you get access to all of these additional goodies that go along with these YouTube videos. A massive, massive thank you to everybody who supports me in that, or any of the other ways, all of which are linked down in the description. You know where to look. And that is pretty much the video for today, folks. Hope you found it useful and informative in some small way, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so. And why not give me a like while you're at it? Don't forget the live stream every Friday 5 PM UK time, where you know what happens. We drink beer and we talk about music and guitars. What's not to like about that? It's a fantastic way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.